Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is about extraction of iron. Extraction of iron. The raw material is oxides ore, that is hematite or limonite. The formula of hematite is Fe2O3 and limonite is Fe2O3, and three molecules of water of crystallization attached with Fe2O3 in limonite. The process of extraction takes place in blast furnace. Now the steps of the process. The first steps involve crushing. This involves the crushing of oxides ore to produce lumps. Step 2. Preheating. In order to remove the volatile impurities and water vapors, the lumps are preheated in blast furnace. Step 3. Roasting. The coke and calcium carbonate are introduced from top of the blast furnace and a blast of hot air introduced from the bottom through small pipes called tires. It is the top of the blast furnace and the hot air introduced from the bottom. Number 4. Oxidation. The blast of hot air oxidizes the coke to produce carbon dioxide with the liberation of large amount of heat energy. It is highly exothermic process. Coke react with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and the heat energy is released is 394 kilojoule per mole. Step 5. Formation of carbon monoxide. As carbon dioxide gas rises up in the furnace, it reacts with more coke forming carbon monoxide gas. Carbon dioxide react with carbon to produce carbon monoxide gas. The formation of carbon monoxide is endothermic process. Step 6. Reduction. Carbon monoxide reduces the iron oxide ores to free iron metal in the upper parts of the furnace. It is the iron ore Fe2O3. When it reacts with carbon monoxide, free iron metal is produced. Step 7. Decomposition of calcium carbonate. The limestone which has been introduced together with coke decomposes at high temperature to yield calcium oxide. Calcium carbonate decomposed into calcium oxide with the liberation of carbon dioxide. Step 8. Formation of slag. Calcium oxide combines with silica, that is SiO2, and aluminum oxide, that is Al2O3, present as impurities to form calcium silicate, that is CaSiO3, and calcium aluminate, that is CaAl2O4. The mixture of calcium silicate and calcium aluminate, that is CaAl2O4, exists in molten state at furnace. Temperature is known as slag. The equations of reaction: calcium oxide react with SiO2, produce CaSiO3, and calcium oxide react with Al2O3, produces CaAl2O4. The mixture of CaSiO3 and CaAl2O4 is called slag, and it is present in molten state at furnace temperature. Step 9. Separation of molten iron from slag. The molten free iron runs downward to the bottom of the furnace and is withdrawn through a tap hole at short intervals. The slag, being lighter, floats on top of the molten iron and is run off. Recovery of the byproduct. The slag is a useful byproduct. It is used as a road making material for cement manufacturing and for making lightweight building materials. The gas leaving the furnace is known as flue gas, which is a source of environmental pollutions. Conversion of molten iron into solid blocks. The molten iron metal obtained from the blast furnace is run into a sand molds where it cools down to solid blocks called pig iron. Here, a pig iron is obtained. Now, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.